So today I decided to speak to you about talents. That is your natural abilities, and then how to turn them into strengths and utilize them in your everyday life. I think January is a great moment to speak about talents, and actually any time is good to identify what you're good at, especially if you haven't asked yourself yet, or maybe you have, but don't find this an easy question to answer, which actually has been the case for many of my clients. And that adds yet another reason why I should address this topic, right, in this video. One of my clients from the Netherlands sent me an email right after our talent session saying, "Thank you for the session, it was very eye-opening. However, I realized that I didn't feel comfortable speaking about myself, about what I'm good at, about my talents, about what I'm proud of." Which I have actually observed, not only in coaching, but in the corporate environment where I worked as a learning and development consultant and later on as a talent manager. So people would jot down very quickly their weaknesses, areas for development, growth potential, shortcomings, but they would wonder and ponder and think very hard what to write in the talents and strengths section. So there's definitely something to it, why we know what we are not good at, what we have to work on, what we have to improve, but then find it really hard to answer what we are good at. I guess lots of it is down to where and how we were raised, how we were educated. I'm sure that many of us have been victims of the school of thought, you can be anything you want as long as you try hard enough. And then we try harder and harder and find ourselves failing miserably because we are not good, we are not working to our strengths. So whatever the reasons might be why we focus on our weaknesses, not on our strengths, let's actually ask ourselves, why is it a good idea to know our talents, to know what we are good at? What is the benefit of knowing what my natural ability is? So think about something you're good at, something that comes naturally to you, something you enjoy doing, something you excel in. What happens when you do more of this? Well, the more you do it, the better you become. And the more people notice that you are good at it. So they approach you, they seek your expertise, they start talking about you to others, they refer you right because of the value that you add with this skill of yours. So they start referring you, and that builds your reputation, your popularity, it increases your branding, your standing, and you, in turn, feel very happy, very satisfied with all this positive feedback you're receiving. You get recognition, appreciation, you find fulfillment because what you do actually makes a difference. You see that you are adding value, that you are bringing something that is valuable to others. So you feel happy, you feel fulfilled, and work doesn't actually feel like work. So you're creating a win for yourself and a win for anybody that you are working with. So I believe that we should make the best out of what we are best at. Let me explain. We should spend most of our time doing what we are good at, as easy as that. And I know you might say, well, Lucy, it's not possible for me at work to do only what I'm good at. But most of your tasks, responsibilities should play to your strengths. I know there will be some that you are not very good at, you're not fond of, you don't enjoy. But if the core of your work plays to your strength, you're definitely in the right place. The tasks you don't like, you're not good at, you can outsource them, you can delegate them, or maybe you can partner with someone who is good at those things that you are not good at. So imagine you would then create a win-win-win because you play to your strengths, so do your partners and your customers, the company you work for also benefits from this situation. So if you think, well, it's too beautiful to be true, it's too idealistic to work to my strengths, think about maybe for a change, what happens when you don't work to your strengths, when you don't have the opportunity at work to do what you're good at? Well, there has been a lot of research on this topic, and people who do not do what they are good at, the costs there are staggering. The costs for the company, the costs for the employees, the costs for you, as in being burnt out, disengaged, not happy, bored, stuck. And research shows that those who work to their strengths are 6 times more likely to be actively engaged in their job, productive, effective, enjoying what they do. And also they are 3 times more likely to report excellent levels of quality in their personal lives. So work influences their personal spheres. So if your manager ignores you completely, there is 40% chance that you'll be actively disengaged. If he focuses on your weaknesses, there is a 20% chance that you'll be actively disengaged, not caring about your employer, about what you do, just not feeling engaged, not feeling like you are bringing yourself to work. However, if your manager focuses on your strengths, there is only 1% chance that you will be disengaged. So that tells us that there is a 99% chance you will be engaged, happy, productive, strategic, bringing ideas, and involved. So as you can see, the business case for working with our talents, with our natural abilities, to our strengths is very strong. But how can we work to our strengths if we don't know what they are? If we don't know how to answer the question, what am I good at? So how do we start this exploration? How do we find out what we are good at? There are many models and resources and assessments out there. I have been working that for already 10 years with StrengthsFinder, with Clifton StrengthsFinder by Gallup, because I've had very good experience with it. I used it with the teams I was working as a corporate trainer and coach. And also for me, personally, it changed my life. I had good experience when using it with other people, but when I did the assessment, it really opened my eyes and it changed how I perceived myself and how my career then continued, how it unfolded. When I learned that my top talent was individualization, meaning that I like working with individuals, that I have an ability to see other people's uniqueness, I started working more with individuals rather than groups. It also prompted me in the direction of coaching, and I did a coaching qualification so that I could do more of what I was good at. Because mind you, a talent is a natural way of behaving for you, a natural way of feeling and thinking. And it will only become a strength if you invest time in practicing that talent, in honing in that skill, in building your knowledge base. Only then does it become a strength, which is the ability to deliver consistently a near perfect performance. So talents and strengths are 2 different things. So you cannot be anything you want, but you can be more of what you are already good at. You can become more of what you already are, so to speak. So somebody who worked with me said, I'm good at speaking with people. I enjoy it. Well, he became a recruiter and is really happy in his job. Somebody I worked with is a visionary. So he founded a company, brought people on boards who executed on his vision, and now they are making a difference. So wherever you are, whatever your situation is, identifying your talents is very important. Maybe you haven't done it at all and you have no idea what you're good at. Or maybe you have an idea, but you would like to deepen your awareness. Or maybe you're actually stuck in your job, burned out, bored, not happy, and you're wondering what the next step should be. Well, why not start with a talent analysis to know what you're good at and what your future job, your next step should look like, and then gain clarity, but also confidence to take that next step. Or maybe you're happy in your job, performing very well, you're successful, but you wouldn't mind to explore other avenues where you could apply your strengths. So whatever resonates with you, whatever applies, wherever you find yourself at the moment, talking about your talents and deepening your awareness of what you're good at is a good idea, so that you can live your true potential, so you can activate that potential. And if you think, yes, I think it's a good idea, but I will do it next month or next year, I will see, sometime in the future, then ask yourself, what are the consequences of me continuing as I have until now? What is the impact for me, my family, my colleagues, the company I work for me not working to my strengths, not getting all the recognition, the satisfaction? What's the consequence of me not adding the value, not feeling fulfilled? Answer the question for yourself and notice that the time to unlock your potential, to work to your strengths, is now. It is really now. And if you would like to have just an informal chat, if you have any other questions that I haven't been able to answer in this video, you can book a complimentary call with me. It's completely free of charge. I call it a discovery call because we have a chance to discover, to assess if we are a good match. You can ask me questions. I can sample my coaching with you. You can assess my coaching style and see if you can see me as your coach. And then we can see if we are a good match. If you should join my coaching, my strengths coaching, this assessment is yours. It's a gift from me. So don't keep your talents waiting, because trust me, they cannot wait to be unleashed. So drop me a message and let's get started.